All right. Time to put it together, I guess. Just like the title says, this is going to be the new streaming desk here. Kind of open it up just a little bit to look at what tools we need. So I've got some scissors and a screwdriver and a hammer over there somewhere, and let's get started, right? Don't really want this to take all week. But so what I did get, it's just an IKEA disc. It's what they call it, the Perkins or whatever. It's just a simple desk, you know. But I like it, and it's got motorized legs. So some stuff in here that we're not going to need. Packaging material. I'm actually going to put it back on itself, cardboard wise, to not scratch up the top surface of the desk here. Get rid of our trash. Let's go. And now, can I lift the whole thing? There we go. Put that down and drop again. Alright, so now I'm not entirely sure what comes next. So, let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. Alright, that looks like that's the mesh bottom. Got a mesh cable routing harness thing at the bottom. Got some hardware, we'll put that inside. These look like they're the bottom feet is what we'll call them. And over here, this is probably what I actually... Oh man, this one is heavy, by the way. These are the electric motors for the desk legs. It's pretty big. Alright, instruction manual. We're going to need that. Let's see what we have here. Just safety stuff. That looks pretty common sense to me for anyone who's got half a brain. Alright. This must be a box of stuff to do. Alright, so this looks like power cable, power transformer, the operating panel, and the legs. Alright, well, let's start with the instructions right away. Tells me I need some tools. This is kind of what I've already looked at. So this is a two-person job. I had Beth help me put it in here earlier. And alright. So first thing first is it tells us to make sure I get this right. We got our box of hardware here. And if I go ahead and open that up. Got a pile of trash going over there. Looks like we got some feet. I'll save those for later. Got some screws. Looks like they're numbered by part number. Some other hardware. Not in a bag. Allen key tool. It looks like some fastening bolts. Alright, so step one. It tells me to put, looks like 4 of these short ones here, under the assumption that there's only 2 sizes. Let's double check. So this would be the, what, piece 187? Should be 12 of them. I believe that's true. Sergeant Bourne, what's up, man? Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, looks like there's 12 of those over there. And 4 of the larger ones. Let's see, you write What's up, man? What's going on? This is the new streaming desk. I've had it for about a month or two, just haven't had the time to put it together. So, based on much demand, doing it on live stream. Oh, and these are the motors. These things are beefy. Holy cow. Alright. So this one is the one with the electrical connectors. It goes here, which means that the other one also has connectors. Goes here? Huh. They look identical. Alright, well. I guess that's supposed to be that way, because the cable's got to go to both of them, right? Oh, man. Alright, we got, these are always fun to do. Leo says good luck. It's not going to take long, man. It looks like I need another piece that wasn't in this box here. Must be in this long rectangular one over here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a foot. We've got what looks like a crossbar. And another foot. Goes gently to the side. And this must be the crossbar in here, at least one of them. Okay, so we'll just lay that down gently and reach in here and grab the other one. Yep, second crossbar. And two additional pieces. These must be brace supports for the top. Trash everywhere. Trying to keep the job site clean. All right. Yep, trash. Get out of here. Okay. So that pretty much empties out this box over here too. We have everything out on the floor now. Let's take a look at the picture here. It tells me to put these in the lap. Move this bad boy over there. And it tells me to take this piece, or one of these pieces, and I'm going to, are they identical? 4 holes, 4 larger holes, same size, looks identical. Okay. Looks like tiny hole on bottom, big hole on top. And then we're going to take these bolts right here, and we're going to put them in. Let me get this in a better position here. Oh no! Went right in, didn't it? Okay. There we go. Got it seated. And got that there. So we're going to scoot it down just a little bit. Just to make room for the other leg here. This is actually the second desk like this that I have now. I bought an identical one for the wife, now that she's working from home. There we go. Grab 2 more bolts. We're going to put these in. 1 and 2. Alright, got them all lined up. Just going to throw this up here for now. Grab our Allen key tightening tool. Alright, so for those of you who maybe are not as mechanically inclined as, say, the engineer in the room over here, pro tip is that you never want to tighten them all the way right off the bat. You kind of want to make them a little bit snug. Give everything a good wiggle, right? and then commence the tightening. Usually just sometimes a quarter turn or less past flush is really all you need. Sometimes if you over tighten it, you can strip it out. Everybody's got a different amount of hand strength. So you just got to be careful with that, right? You know, just know your strength. Know when it stops turning freely, right? Where it takes an increased amount of force to turn it. And just consider that the flush point. And just, you know, something less than a quarter turn. Past that should always be just enough. Otherwise you start to actually like metallurgically damage the metal while you do things. Yep, that's good. But it also really kind of depends on the pitch of the screw threads. So just keep that in mind, you know, just turn it until it becomes more difficult, just slightly, and then just a little bit extra, just to give it some snugness. Right, here we go. All right, so we did that. Yep, we did that. And it tells me to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit and do the flip. Take a similar but nearly identical piece, grab 4 more bolts, do the same thing. 1, 2, how did I grab 4? Did I only grab 3? 3 and 4. Let's give it a little bit of tightening. A bit of a wiggle. Just get the thread started on each one so I can kind of give it a good shake here in a second. All right. And yep, now the screws are going in a lot smoother now that I've given the workpiece a good shake, letting everything mechanically align, settle into a natural position. Here we go. This one's a little bit stiffer than the rest have been, probably because we are nearing full assembly here of the cross piece here. All right. And just a little bit past flush. All right, so that's done. Now it wants me to flip it over again. Slightly different though. So I'm just gonna push it up, give myself some room. Just like that. All right, now we're gonna be using the longer bolts to put the feet on. And that was quick. All right. Oh, what's my energy at? Yeah, hold on a second. Multitasking here. All right. There we go. All right. So, this little bad boy is going to go on here. Is that a stand-up desk? It is. These are electrically driven hydraulic motors. And it's meant to convert from a sitting to a standing desk, primarily for the purpose of me being tall. And so normal sized desks are too small. Large sized desks always seem to be a little something awkward. So I like to be able to adjust the height for my personal desire. Just making sure that this piece doesn't face one way or the other, but it looks pretty uniform on both. I don't see any markings, say front or back. Pretty centered, so I'm pretty sure you can go on. Alright. Like so. There's some holes in here that I'm going to line up right there. We're going to do this for both sides. There we go. There we go. All right, grab that Allen key tool again. Oh, that's amazing. I want one. Buy me one. Bro. Yeah, this was not a cheap desk, that's for sure. So I had to buy the top, the desk part of the desk separately from the legs, because it is from IKEA. And they allow that kind of customization. But the legs alone were like, oh, what were they, like $350, $370, something like that. Top was a flat 100, so we'll call it, what was that, $470, $450 to $470 total. All right, so now I'm just giving it that mechanical jiggle, kind of lining up all the pieces. Now I'm really gonna tighten it down. Again, just a little bit past flush. Really don't need much more than that. And I do expect it to wiggle a little bit as the legs do kind of give a little bit of way mechanically. They need to for how they're assembled. Go ahead and tighten these bad boys down. There we go. Oh, it's killer on the knees though. Killer on the knees. Okay. So now that we've finished that, let's take these little feet here. Oh, let's look for a revive. I'm gonna let this auto play through some normal while they do the thing. Alright, don't see any revives on the map, so I'm not sure where that's gonna leave us. Let's go here. Grab this potion. Alright, I'm just gonna turn on autoplay. There you go, buddy. Alright, so now we're gonna be putting the feet. So a lot of people don't realize that furniture comes with these feet. They're really just a screw on top of the foot that threads into the bottom of whatever your piece of furniture is. And if your furniture ever wobbles, all you have to do is lift it up just a little bit, rotate left or right, and it will extend or raise the legs. And you can actually balance a piece of furniture just by doing that. I've seen people straight up just throw furniture away, not understanding that's all they had to do to fix it. Even if it is wood furniture does come like this nowadays, and you can just slap it in there. So we're gonna basically make these, for the most part, not tight, right? But figure tight, lightest of touch here. We're gonna slap it in. There we go. Not too much force at all. Oh. We got 4 sides we're gonna be doing this on. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's all 4 legs there. Now, we're going to be doing these other things. Okay, so let's make sure I got this right here. There's another cross piece. It's this bad boy right here. We're gonna put it right here. As you can see, it's going to fit I don't know if you can see, but it's going to fit. It's got these notches right here and right here that are going to go over these bumps. Probably going to have to force this down, which I think is intended. It's meant to be a tight friction lock. Now we need to open this other bag of junk. I know that the foot here is obscuring the view a little bit. Bear with me. Alright. So the reason I'm doing this on stream is I was actually live streaming earlier today, and some of the viewers actually said that they wanted to see this, so here we are. Okay, to make sure I got this right, there are some similar looking pieces here. I want to make sure I'm using the right ones. So we want piece 884. There should be 6 of them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 303, there's only 4 of. Okay, so we are using the right ones. It tells me to put one. Oh! Yep, okay, so I was thinking this needed to be upside down, forgetting the fact that we haven't mounted these legs yet. So that's probably a good thing to note, is that I've just got it on top of the desk right now, unnecessarily. So what I'm going to do is not kill myself on all these little pieces. I'm going to pivot the weight a little bit and just slide it underneath. Probably just lift it up. Slide it back. I'm just going to lift and drop. Make sure not to crush my toes. There we go. Okay. Whew. Now it's a matter of lining it up with these holes that are pre-drilled into the board. Although, let's make sure I've got it facing the right way. Huh. 4 holes on one side and then 4 holes on the other. And it looks like... Do I have it upside down? No, I do not. I just wasn't centered. Okay. Okay, let's make sure we got this right here. So what I'm looking at is in this center T-cross piece here, the holes are spaced differently on both sides of the unit. And the picture isn't explicitly clear about which side gets what. Although, one side does look longer than the other. Here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to lift it back up and move the motors out of the way. Just going to put them right here for now. And I'm going to look at this a little bit more. Okay, so it's got one there. Okay, so the holes appear to be equidistant, so it might not even matter which holes I use. It just wants me to Okay, the picture has a large space here. And then 2 holes close together over here. Okay, so I think that's in the right spot. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and start seating these pieces here. Well, that doesn't make any sense because now is not explicitly clear. Nor is this uniform. So if I were to put that there, okay, that looks more correct. If I were to, that also looks correct. All depends on which way I want to face it, huh? Definitely centered. All right, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna second hole in on both sides. Double check that real quick. Yep, second hole in on both sides. I believe we're in the right spot now. Just had to look at that real quick. And I am retired, Sergeant Bourne. Double P, welcome back, man. Not a chair, he is a hammer with a stream table. Generally sitting on the table is bad manners, but we'll excuse you this time. Bob the Builder, what's up? Hey, Cataclysm. Thanks for checking me out. Let's see. My man Brian is an engineer, but F IKEA. Yeah, I know, right? Like, so here's part of what my job is. It's technical writing, right? So I obviously know how to do engineering, but I also have to write procedures for people sometimes. And, you know, if you've ever put anything together and you're like, damn, these instructions suck, it's because they do suck. Because they didn't do a good job of anticipating the problems that you're having. So, so now that we got these retainers in the right spot, I'm supposed to put these little things in here. And this is where we get the hammer out. I'm just supposed to lightly tap this in. There we go. And what that's doing is spreading out the threads of the inserts that I just pushed in there so that it holds it in place on the table. Okay. Yep. 1 and 1, 1 and 1. And so now it wants me to grab these bad boys. We're going to put them facing this way. It's okay, dude. Those instructions really do suck. Well, you know, they're actually pretty good. That's the first real question that I've had. And while the picture does show that one side is longer than the other, it doesn't show which way it should face, nor is it marked on the table or the piece itself. So, you know, I could have installed that piece wrong, and then the whole desk would probably not fit together right. But I like to figure that stuff out before we get too far. All right, so now we need the 303s, and that's these beefy ones right here. And to make sure that we did this right, yep, the bevel's going inward. push that in. We're gonna push that in right there. And there we go. Not too hard, you can do it with your thumb. Let's get the other piece as well. Oh, let's go. These pieces are uniform left and right. Just did a double take to make sure. But yeah, there it is. Okay, those pieces are on, except this time I'm gonna use a screw. And that's what, 325? So these little fatties right here. Okay, got it. Yeah, here's another pro tip. Always when it references a part number that you're not uniquely identifiable to, always go back to the front of the manual and look to see specifically with a blown up image what that item looks like. Okay, so now, oh, bear with me here. We're gonna grab the screwdriver that I pre-staged. Except we should probably get the right bit on it, right? Find one that fits the head well. That's pretty good. Is that one better? Not really. This is actually my favorite screwdriver, believe it or not. A gift from my dad. I don't think he realized how awesome of a screwdriver this was when he bought it, though. But it keeps all the bits in the handle. They're interchangeable, magnetic. It's got a ratcheting device for tightening and loosing, so it's pretty much a one-handed screwdriver. Oh, and it's got an angular pivot, so you know, whatever. We're not here for the tools, right? We're here for the assembly. So as you can see, it's ratcheting, right? That's the cool part right here. Yeah, so we're just gonna put these in. Again, like before, you don't want to screw it in all the way right off the bat. It's good to get it in there, get it started, then switch to the other one. Get that one going too. Give it a little mechanical wiggle wiggle. Make sure everything's all aligned and seated pretty well before you do that last bit of tightening. Right? Could have used a power drill for this, but you know, sometimes the fun is in doing it by hand. As you can see, it's still a little loose over here. That's okay. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to, the head's getting down there pretty far, so I'm going to put a little extender piece on it. Help it reach a little bit further. I usually have it installed, but I didn't for today's project. Here we go. Just extends the bit just a little bit farther. That's pretty snug. Let's check out these comments. What happened to your stream? Left for 1 minute, you were gone. I build this crap for a living pretty much. In my experience, as long as you have the screws correct, you can't mess it up beyond repair. Only finger tighten everything until you're done, then tighten. That's right, Cataclysm, you know. Everything up. Your favorite screwdrivers are alcohol. Yeah, Brian already knows. Yeah, those 18 years of college coming into play. What are you talking about? I don't have any college. Ooh. Kata, what happened to your stream? Yeah, what happened to your stream, Kata? Did I lose 2 screws? There they are. They're in the booklet. important to keep clean, nice, and neat work area so you can find things, you don't lose them. Right, that's the worst part, is when you lose a piece, right? Nobody wants to lose a piece. Ratcheting. Love the ratcheting part. Been trying to find another screwdriver like this one, but I really haven't looked that hard either. All right. There we go. Getting it in there. Give it a little wiggle. And now, 1, 2, and 3. And I think we're done with the wiggles. Make sure this one's about the same tightness. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so now, let's see. Cat says, nothing, man. I had a phone call to take care of. Mama Cataclysm needed to talk. OIC, hope all is okay. And wiggle, wiggle. That's right. That's right. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so now that we've got those mounted, we then take 4 of these, which, we have 2 different ones here. Okay, so I see 4 big ones and 2 little ones. Let's just double check. 597. Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. And these go on the ends of what we just did. I'm a little bit hesitant about this part. There's no pre-drilled holes for this. That's the ones I don't like doing. Hey, Beth. Can you grip the power drill for me? Just so I can center the weight and keep constant pressure on it while I'm pushing it in. I don't want it to strip out. Alright, so we know what we're doing there. And the next part is to take this motor, with the motors with the cross brace, and move it into position. And then tighten it down. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Let's take a drink, huh? All right. I think the power drill's on its way. Oh, I should probably just had to walk across the house to go get it. Yeah, we could go ahead and put this piece on right now, actually. Let's get these scissors out of the way. And we're gonna lift. Oh. Watching out for toes. Make sure we have it centered into these notches here. Oh, like a glove. Like a glove. Thank you, babe. Alright, we got our power drill now. We're just going to swap out the head of our screwdriver into the drill. Like so. We're going to take these screws and we're going to put them in to the very end pieces. Yeah. Make sure we get it all centered up. Don't like like it to slip and roll. All right, and there we go. And centered up, constant pressure, and go. Perfect. I've got 2 more to do. Protect my knees from getting all jacked up from the tools here. Alright, let's check out these comments, huh? Oh, LOL. Yeah, everything is going good. She's going on vacation, and I'm a bird sitting for a week. Had to go over a few last minute things. Power tools? Yeah, uh-oh, watch out. Double pieces, I keep having flashbacks to Community when you say coo coo coo. Yeah, I think that's exactly where it came from, right? Yeah, it was just something that I kind of caught on to. I think it's funny. All right, and putting it in straight. No, try again, Brian. There we go. Constant pressure, constant speed, and we're seated. And line it up. And go. Perfect. Beautiful. Brian has his levels ready. I love it. Be More Gaming says, "Yo, Brian, what's up, Be More? Check out the stream desk, man." So this is the desk replacing the one you have your computer on, or just another one next to it. So, okay, so what you see right here, right? This is my wife's work desk, and my desk is now going to match it. It's no longer going to be a folding picnic table. It's going to be the same desk as hers. It has a very nice, clean look, professional appearance, and it's going to be my streaming desk, you know? So now that the wife works from home and I'm retired, you know, we kind of have to share this office together. And so where I'm currently sitting on this table is actually where I've been gaming for weeks. Oh. Okay, let me get off these knees. I'm old, you know. Okay, so now we're going to take these last 4 bolts that I have sitting over here, and we're going to mount these into the sides here with an Allen key. Man, I wonder if IKEA would want this video. I bet they actually have a video. Alright, so we're just going to line these up a little bit, because there's going to be some imperfect tolerances. Alright, we're just going to get a few threads started, not make it tight yet, and then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to put those in now. Wow, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alright, because of the length and the distance in which we're having to cover here for our tightening, we want everything to be spot on and perfectly aligned. And part of that is to actually wiggle it around a little bit, make sure the mechanical clearances are in fact not binding the Okay. Just rocking it back and forth, make sure we get a good settled mechanical alignment. And now the screws are going in just a little bit easier now. Again, once you get the bolts flush, you really don't need to tighten too much further. You're really just looking for just a little bit past flush, less than a quarter turn usually. And of course, once I get finished with this and I flip it over and I put it on the right side up on the ground, after letting it sit for a day or two, I may come back and actually check these to make sure that they don't need to be retightened up at all once the weight has settled. But that's just the perfectionist in me. All right, here we go. Now we can tighten these down. Oh, this leg makes it awkward. Smells like freshly painted metal. Looking good so far, dude. Thanks, B-More. Appreciate it, buddy. B-More says, nothing much, just chilling, doing the objectives. Not a bad place to be. IKEA, nice place for furniture and stuff like that. I have a drawer and a desk from there. Yeah, it's definitely not like top of the line stuff, but you know, if space-saving designs are your thing, simplicity and a clean, neat look and appearance are your thing, IKEA is a great place. We decided to go with IKEA because we're both sharing a single office and our desks are going to be like facing each other. So like when I'm streaming, I could pretty much just look up and there's my wife looking at me going, really? So, okay, now here's where the fun part begins. The desk is pretty much assembled at this point. And now we're going to do the hokey pokey stuff. I have this box of electrical things, and we're now going to put the rest of that together. So, I need to identify a few pieces. We have what is essentially the safety key for locking it, and the buttons that'll be mounted underneath the desk, where you could just press these buttons and move the desk up and down. So we're gonna straighten that out, put that there. We have, looks to be an extension cable downstream of the power adapter right here. Straighten that out, put it there as well. And then we also have the AC adapter itself, which does have a tie wrap on it for some reason. Don't think we needed that if it was in a bag, but whatever. All right, cool. Cool. All right, so yeah, just, you know, AC power comes in, it transforms it to the DC power needed for the electric motors. And it's telling me to... What? Oh, okay. And then, of course, the last piece here. So this is the power cord that goes from the wall. Here in America, we got the 115 volts AC standard, which is where this would go. It's an ungrounded plug. We're definitely not plugging that in now. And then we're going to go ahead and plug in the other side to the power adapter here. It's just a standard AC plug. All right, so let's see. What does it want me to do here? Okay, so I've got two plugins here, two plugins over here. It tells me that one of these... Yep, okay, so this is going to go into one of them. It does not specify which, nor do I think it matters. And then the other side's gonna plug in right there. It's a little bit of slack in the cord. I kind of wish they would have maybe tightened that up a little bit. In fact, why don't we route it underneath? There we go. Just like that. And I will use a tie wrap to cinch that up a little bit. Let me grab that tie wrap that I threw over here. So now that I have this desk, the next thing I really want to see is cable management solutions. Because I want to have a nice looking desk too, because I'm about to get a new computer soon too. And you know, you want to have a nice desk before you have a nice computer. You really do. Nobody wants to put a nice computer on an ugly desk. Alright, so that's, without making it too tight, that's what we're going to do with there. And then it wants me to take this piece, this is the button control, and there's not a specific side that it would mount to that I can see, so I'll just plug it in here, which is roughly what the picture suggested. And then the AC adapter goes here. So I am going to unplug this again, just for ease of flipping the table later. We'll put that right there. Yep. Yep. Ah, so that's what that tool was for. Okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah, there was a tool specified by the manual. It looked like a screwdriver, but with like a pointy tip, kind of like a nail. And I'm like, what kind of tool is that? It's literally to mark a hole for where to put the screws, which I don't know why I didn't use it for this screw either. But, you know, whatever. So then, where did we decide to put that? I guess it lets me put it anywhere I want to, huh? So we'll put those over there for now. We'll figure that one out in a minute. Yeah, I don't see any markings whatsoever saying that I should put it on one specific corner or the other. Yeah, no markings whatsoever. So I guess I could just put it wherever I want it. What comes after that? Okay, now we're going to install the mesh netting. So this is the fun part. Okay, so we have one piece left that hasn't been taken out of its packaging. It's right here, except for where the scissors went. I don't think we need them. Just a little mesh net for the underside of the table for cable management and storage, so they're not just hanging off the desk, looking all gangly. Get out of here, trash. I'll deal with you later. Okay, so it spreads out. It makes this nice little rectangle, and we're gonna mount that on here now. Oh. Yuck, I hate the smell of metal. Not a bad place for appliances, but haven't gotten like a fridge or anything from there. Yeah, I think they're better just at basic furniture, right? You know, simplicity's kind of their thing. The cords behind the back of my desk are a mess, lol. Need to organize them more properly. Yeah, that's good. It's kind of it's definitely not a necessary thing, right? But it has its benefits, right? It has its benefits. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you're looking at pictures of like homes, right? People actually unplug all of their appliances and hide the cords. Nobody wants to see that. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, spread it out. Is there an upside? Is there a downside? I'm gonna assume the side with the hems is the inside, not the outside. Okay, and then it wants me to do what? It says there's holes. And there is holes! Look at that! Okay, so there's a hole. We're gonna put... Okay, how many of these do I have? I only see 2. Oh, because those go in the center. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Yep, so they got these two longer ones. These are going to go in the center here. Why are they so long, though? I don't know. It says to put it in here and here. There we go. And then I'm going to take these longer little plastic pieces and I'm going to slide them in, I guess. Okay. Let me grab the hammer / mallet here. Give it some light tapping. There you go. Bit weird, but I'll take it. Alright, so now we got 4 more, and these are the corner pieces. These are going to be a little bit tighter, considering they're holding up the corners of the net. It's going to be holding the weight of cables. And 2 more. 2 more. All right. Get in there. See, it's all tight now. Stretching it out. All right. Now we just got to put these plastic pegs in. 1, 2, and one in. Thank you. 2, 3, and 4. We're actually running out of leftover pieces, guys. That's a good sign, right? Okay, so what's it telling me to do now? Okay, so I still need to mount the button control part. And then it says slip it over and balance it up. And that's pretty much it. So, let's see. What are the comments here? They do collect a lot of dust, that's for sure. Taz the Immortal, hey man, what's up? You did not expect this stream? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Taz? Good to see you again, man. Hey, yeah, man, I put together this streaming desk. Been sitting on it for a while. Now that I'm retired, I have time to do stuff like this, and it's getting done. So, I'm just taking a quick look at my wife's desk, which is nearly identical. Just seeing where she put her button switch. So for me, when I flip it, where do I want the button to be? Okay, looks like she put it. Let's get the drill here because we're gonna have to drill the holes. All right, so we're gonna put it right here-ish. Here-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna put mine a little bit more outboard than hers was, just because I think I'd rather have it closer to the corner. Yeah, really could go anywhere, honestly. Got a lot of room, but I think this is a good spot. We're gonna roll with it. All right. And there we go. Pretty snug, pretty tight. I like it. Oh, so I believe we are ready to flip the desk now. Just double check the instructions here. Yep, it says flip it over, balance it up, plug it in, make sure it works, huh? All right. Get the unnecessary tools out of the way. Going to. All right. Are we ready to flip? What do you guys say? Are we ready to flip? All right, let's go. Hey Beth, can you give me a hand? No. I just need you to lift up the desk, let me pull the cardboard out, and then we're gonna flip the desk over. They might see your feet. Come on, let's go. Alright guys, we're having some issues with the wife. She doesn't like being on camera. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the magic happen. I'm gonna switch to the pre-show screen, and then I'll come right back, okay? Give me like 30 seconds, maybe less. Alright, let's go. Not on camera. You're ridiculous. Here, just lift up your end. Let me pull the cardboard out. There we go. And now we're just gonna flip the desk and put it in spot. Obviously, that way. And we're done. All right, thanks. Just the camera. Uh-oh. What did I do? There we go. All right, so as you can see, the desk is like really short right now, right? Now we're about to fix that. Okay, so we do have the power cord. Gonna plug it in. I guess that's an added benefit of this desk, is if you ever need to put it in storage, it can get really short. Here we go. Here's the AC transformer. I'm just gonna plug it in. Be sure it's not keyed one way or the other. And let's tuck it out of the way for now. And then the desk goes up and down, just to make sure it works. Yep, look at that. What do you guys think, huh? Pretty cool. Put it in position. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Wait, let's move the computer a little bit, huh? This is what it's gonna look like now. Oh, where'd the mouse go? Okay, and boom. Flip it. Yeah, we flipped it. LOL, Taskmaster, watching BP. Yeah, I was trying to find, some art that kind of looked like a streaming space / office, right? without doing too much of the picture editing, I just put the picture of this desk over it. Yeah, but whatever. But there you go. We have finished the desk, right? So now it's just a matter of raising it to the necessary height. Yeah. Let me go grab my chair. Try not to die on this pile of trash. Feels good to have a respectable desk again. Wow. All right, that's a little bit too high. But yeah, like, rather than just like, elevating your chair up and down, you could just, whoop. There we go. Yeah, so still a little bit too high. Yeah, I'll probably play maybe about this height. Yeah, it's about an inch higher than my wife's, but there we go. Pretty solid desk now. What do you guys think? Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than, filling it up with all the junk again, we're pretty much done. Desk complete. Got some trash to throw away and some cable management to do. Some monitors to bring over. All kinds of stuff. But yeah. What do you guys want to do now? My blood's flowing. I'm all pumped up. Let's go. Let's do something. Oh. Let's see. It's going to take me a little bit of time to set up the streaming setup again. But I could do anything. Yeah, it would probably... What time is it? It is like 10:45. I knew this was going to happen if I started too late. Yeah, I probably would not be able to set up the rest of the streaming equipment and have it all hooked up and ready to go before midnight. And I do need to get to bed. Unfortunately, guys. That's kind of why I was like, not taking my sweet ass time with the desk. But there it is, right? I'll probably, let's see. Oh, I'm definitely going to be streaming every day from now on. I think most of you know that. Oh yeah, let's collect those. Just collected my sunglasses. I don't know why I hadn't yet. What did we get? What's the latest reward here? Oh, thanks, 3-star shards. Man, what a great summer, Kabam. Yeah, I gotta move the monitors. This is, so the laptop that you've been watching me on is the primary device that I use. But now that I have a decent desk, the next step is to get a decent computer. So... yeah. So what'd we say? Yeah. The next is the computer, right? But we've made a good effort today. This desk has been sitting in the corner of my room for like, I don't know, 2 months now. Just needed to sit down and do it. Had to find a good time. Today was the day. Today was the day. But I think I'm done with this stream. Not sure what time I'll be on tomorrow. I've been primarily streaming earlier in the morning, trying to fit everything into the schedule. But tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, that's right, B-More. I did wait until after retiring so that I had a little bit more time. time. Because, like, believe it or not, I went to the hardware store today and I bought all kinds of stuff, right? I bought some moss killer for the roof, because there's a little bit of moss growing up there. We got some new garden hoses. We got some boxes for the garden hoses to be stored in. Some WD-40 to fix the leaky hinges, or the squeaky hinges on some doors that we have. So yeah. Are we gonna decorate the room next stream? No, Mr. P. Unfortunately not. All things cost money. And so for something that is just my hobby, right now, I've already spent quite a bit of money. You figure, just the desktop itself, which I don't know if you guys got to look at. Let's take a look at that. See if the camera will show it here. Yeah, so it's kind of a natural light wood look to it. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but it's a big desk. Like, here, let me scoot you to the back of the table. It's about 69 inches, right? This is a big desk. Maybe to give you some frame of size and reference here. I'm not spilling my drink. But I mean, like, this is a big desk. Like, if I'm touching the corner with my fingertips on the left, I've only got about a hand that goes over the end of the table. So that's about a 70-inch table by, I think, 32 inches deep. It's pretty big. Pretty big. But yeah, the top was about $100. I think I spent, what was it, about $350, $375 for the motor legs. It's definitely a custom, well, not custom, but a customizable piece. So I'm a little bit in the hole right now, right? Gotta find a way to make some money. That's why I'm trying to get monetized, right? I'm trying to let the trickle in, like, $1 a month from YouTube actually fund this improvement here. I am East Coast time zone, right? I am East Coast. Gotta get the gamer lights. Yeah, all in good time, right? Like, because I'm having some issues where when I'm streaming, the rest of the house always seems loud. Part of that is the fact that we replaced the floors with wood. So everything echoes, right? So me and Beth were talking, we're probably gonna get some rugs in here and to dampen that sound, but I'm thinking about also getting some kind of divider through the doorway that's behind the camera here. So I'm actually facing the doorway to kind of muffle that sound a little bit. Maybe I'll, who knows, glue some or staple some of those foam sound dampening triangles in the background. Paint is cheap, we can watch it dry. Check out SegLED Wi-Fi color bulbs. If you got 2 lamps in a white room, it's easy to get that effect. I'll probably start asking about that kind of stuff later, Mr. P. Yeah, just that's a few steps ahead of where I need to be right now. Looking at possibly saving up somewhere to, well, I don't know, $700 to $1,200 for the PC I want to get. You're saying the lights aren't that expensive? Yeah, I got, probably, but I've kind of got a priority list I'm trying to stick to here. Yeah, the motorized legs are a little bit expensive, but given my height, I don't want to be hunched over while streaming all the time. Right? It's not good for your back or your posture. So if you can adjust the height of the desk, with just tiny little millimeters here, it does make a difference. Yeah, I forgot what those are, but those foam wall things. Yeah, you see them in all the big streamers, right? They have a couple. But honestly, while I'm gonna see, I don't know if I would want lights if I'm gonna do a green screen. You can see here I've got these 2 bookcases, right? And it's just a white wall behind me. But if I were to maybe put a green screen at the top of the bookcases that I could just roll or pull down, right? or maybe lift and hook to the top. I could make my background be anything. And then I really wouldn't have a use for the lights either. So that's another reason why maybe lighting wouldn't be the top priority. $15.99 for a 2-pack on Amazon. I'll tell you what, Mr. P, shoot me a link for what you're looking at in Discord. That way I can reference it later. And I'll definitely take a look at them, if you don't mind. But, yeah. One step closer. One step closer. I really would like to have more than just a nobody YouTube channel. Gaming is a big hobby for me. It's part of my life that I love very much. And so I would like to, share those experiences with other people, and the best way to do that is to do this. So it is just a hobby, though, right? I have no illusion of grandeur. I don't ever think I'm going to be a millionaire, right, streaming video games. But there's nothing that says that I can't have a good time while I do it, and maybe pick up a few nice things along the way. B-More says putting one in between them would be great. Yeah, you don't need that much lighting when you have a green screen. B-More Gaming says 300 plus subs. I wouldn't call you a nobody. I know. It's very generous, all the people that have come to visit my channel and done something so simple as to just hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it for each and every one of you that have done so. Hopefully some new people will see this video. I gave it some tags. I didn't label it with the game, I just labeled it with the category of gaming. Hopefully it catches some people. Maybe some new people will come and check it out. Am I online? I am. Let me see if I can't get that for you. I don't like to use it that often, but if that's what's easiest for you, we can do that. Let's see. I don't know how to use Line that well. What is it you would need from me to find me? B-More says, I feel like when you're growing subs, matter more if new peeps sub. Hey Joker, I didn't just make a desk, I bought a desk and assembled it. This is it. I'm sitting at it right now. We're kind of at the end of the video. Right now I'm just hanging out with you guys, chit-chatting for a little bit before I go to bed. It's just my username, huh? Okay. I'm pretty sure it's just Brian Space Perkins. Pretty sure. Brian with an I. Alright, Joker. I will have a good one. Tomorrow's stream is going to be amazing because I'm going to do it. Wow. Oh, man. Choked on a coconut. Holy cow. Let's take a drink. Damn, this almost turned into a snuff video. Oh. Anyway. Just, let's see. Is that actually my username? Pretty sure it is. I don't know what else I would be called. Let's see. Yeah, my username or display name is Brian Space Perkins. However, my ID is just Brian Perkins with no space, if that helps. If that helps at all. Oh. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? Basically just hanging out until you guys get bored of talking to me. But we could do anything you guys want, really. Or talk about anything. You got me now, huh? Alright, switching back to line. Wasn't sure how long that was going to take. I could do this all day. That's right. Captain America, baby. Ah, waiting for it. Anyway, so yeah, big plans. So what comes next? We're gonna build a computer, and then up there, I have a camera, which I believe supports HDMI out, which I can then plug into the computer, which is a much better camera than the one on the front of this laptop. Yep. So new computer. See if that camera can be used. If not, I'll get an actual decent camera with some light on it. One of those halo rings. And then eventually, I'll get a boom with a mic. I'll probably have it come in from this side over here, just because that's the corner of the room. Yeah, gaming PC, because in the event that MCoC ever dies, I'll probably switch to doing some stuff like Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC games. I definitely have the collection of games already taken care of. My wife gets mad at me when I buy video games because I have video games that I've paid for that I've never played. But we will play them, right? We're roughly 1 week into retirement right now, so baby steps, one thing at a time. Oh, there it is. I got your message, Mr. P. Thanks, bro. Alright. I see what we're talking about now. They look like regular light bulbs, but they have LEDs. And they work with Alexa and Google Assistant. That's pretty cool. RGB multicolor. No hub required. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sending me that. Maybe I'll get them sooner than later, who knows? But I think we're friends now, right? Yep, now we're friends. Boom. Yeah, gaming PC. Nice. What other games do you play on the Switch and PS4? Well, Diablo 3 is a huge favorite game of mine. I mean, obviously, I love anything that's Mario and Zelda. I tend to prefer action RPGs, but I do kind of enjoy the adventure games, kind of like Skyrim, or I don't know, man. There's so many. There's so many, dude. I've bought retro games. I've bought 3D games. Space is a good topic. Like, I used to play EVE Online for almost a decade. I played WoW for like a decade. Yeah, Sergeant Bourne, desk is done, man. It's now flipped up. We're now sitting on it, in front of it, and I'm just hanging out with you guys, chilling. Do I play Pokemon? Maybe not my first pick, but I definitely don't have an issue with it. It's a little repetitive and grindy for me. I don't really find it that exciting. But, I mean, at some point I'll probably pick up a Pokemon game. Mr. P says I have them in my home. In a lot of places, they do different regular lights, warm, cool, etc. and color lights. Believe it or not, I have recessed can lighting in the overhead that I put in when I moved in. And they are also, well, pretty sure they're RGB. But they definitely have different temperature settings too, right? But I can hook them up to an app and I can control them in a group or, you know, individually with an app. If I wanted to. I don't really want to though. I put them on a dimmer switch and that's really all I need, right? So, Sergeant Bourne says, interesting. We're gonna let the full beard grow now that you're retired? Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. But, I'm gonna be updating my passport here soon. And so I'm probably gonna shave for that photo. And I still have to go get my retired military ID, which I think I'm gonna go get tomorrow. So I'll probably shave for that. But once I'm done taking pictures for ID cards, I'll probably grow the beard out. Mr. P says I play Perkymon. True. You have to do a lot of grinding in a Pokemon game, and most of the games are the same. Yeah, the grinding part doesn't really bother me. I mean, obviously we play MCoC, right? It's the grindiest game I've ever seen. It's worse than the original Dragon Warrior. But yeah, there will be a beard. Let me see if I can't get it down to here. Maybe it'll take on a life of its own and have a name. It takes a long time for passport renewal still. True, but I just need to take the photos, which you can really just do anywhere, right? So I think me and the wife are going to go get passport photos tomorrow, and I'm going to get a retirement ID. I got to get a new driver's license too now that I'm retired. I'm no longer a resident of Florida. I'm now a resident of Virginia. So I got to go get a Virginia's driver's license. Pretend to like living here. Jacob says he wants the bearded Brian. Parasite, hey man, welcome back. I think we're doing all right. Unfortunately, Parasite, you're a little bit late. We finished putting the desk together already. Now we're just hanging out. Coconut pieces. All right, let's go. But I've already forgotten what we were talking about. All right, B Moore's got to get to bed. 11 here as well. Got to wake up pretty early tomorrow. Peace, Brian, and everyone in chat. Peace, B More. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you checking out the video and slapping that like button. And I'll see you next time I see you, man. But yeah, so the priorities are the computer, right? That's going to be a pretty hefty tag. Again, you got to keep in mind, like, this is a hobby, right? So I'm trying not to dump a bunch of money into it all at once. I know there's a ton of people out there that'll go and spend like $5,000 to $6,000 setting up a streaming environment in a room, and then they never stream. So, you know, as I make evolutionary steps in my streaming experience, I'll invest more money into actually streaming. Parasite says it's 4:05 a.m. here. Just woke up with the alarm for AQ moves. Oof. Good night, Beemore. Yeah, I don't know if I would wake up at 4 in the morning for AQ. I usually just ask people to move before going to bed and move again when you wake up. But yeah, so the priorities are computer, camera, mic. As far as I understand, this little headset I've got here is just a Skull Candy Sport Bluetooth headphones, right? Everyone says it sounds okay, so I don't really feel like it's the highest priority for a replacement. But yeah, at some point, right after I get the camera, that's when I'll get the green screen too. We'll slap that up behind me, and I'm gonna maybe be doing some work on the streaming UI screen on OBS. I was actually looking up earlier today how to make a scrolling text bar. So I think I have a good idea how to do it now. I just need to actually create the pictures. Is that the right word? And then I have to place them in such a way that it looks like it's scrolling. So yeah, filters. There you go. But there's a bunch of stuff about OBS that I have no idea about. Yeah, it's probably pretty easy. I just don't know how to do it yet. So you know, one thing at a time. Who knows, Sergeant? Maybe we can sit down and you can help me figure out some of that stuff together. But let's see. Rage and a freeze. Constantly learning. It's fun to learn the OBS. Yeah, I would be glad to help you out, bud. Yeah, like I know my place. I don't know anything. I had to figure out everything all on my own. Thank God for good YouTube videos, right? Yeah. Did a lot of stuff today. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. A lot of stuff to do tomorrow, which is probably why that's exactly how I learned about filters and etc. Yeah, one thing at a time, man. One thing at a time. Yeah, a lot of nice people making videos that know this stuff way better than me. Well, I do have an early day tomorrow, and much like Beemore, I got to go, right? So let's see if we can find somebody who we can maybe pass this stream off to. Do like a raid or something. Let me find my favorites list here. Let's see. See who's streaming MCoC right now. Who is this? There you go. Alright. Just found this new guy. I don't know if he's new or not. Looks like he's pretty set up. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. But it's hard to find the video explains it all. Alright, bud. Staying busy is good. When you retire, keep moving. You don't be a big Mr. P laying around. Alright, so this guy, his name is MCoC Couple. Not really sure what he's referencing, but go check him out. I've never met him before. I just subscribed to him myself. give him a good old BP raid, and I'm gonna head out of here, get to bed, guys, so that I can get up early in the morning and go for a run, and then get to work on my household chores as a stay-at-home dad now. Cool. All right. That being said, I'm gonna head out. Thank you everyone for tuning in to check out my desk build, and I will see all of you later.